Y'all, there was a massively huge update in the Conrad Ashcraft case. We now know pretty much exactly what happened to him. If you're unfamiliar with who he is, he's a 3-year-old nonverbal autistic child from Park Hills, Missouri, whose mother found him deceased under a weighted blanket at the Poppy's Playhouse daycare. So check this out. As we know, the Missouri Department of Elementary and Secondary Education revoked that daycare's license. And they give details in this document that outlined what happened to him. I'm going to move out of the way so you can screenshot page 1. But let me read the middle part that says, Tiffany Hedrick secluded child A, who of course is Conrad, to the hallway during nap time because he was crying and whining. Hedrick laid child A on his stomach and trapped his arms into his tucked blanket, as well as covered child A with an additional 18.2-pound weighted blanket. Hedrick held child A down and then never checked on child A again after she believed he fell asleep. None of the staff at Poppy's Playhouse 2 checked on child A until parent A arrived approximately 4 hours later and found child A deceased. On May 18, 2025, Compliance Inspection Supervisor Melissa Smith interviewed LLC member Spring Gray. Gray provided the following information. Child A went down for a nap. Group home provider Tiffany Hedrick was rubbing his back and had her legs draped across him. Around 4:20 to 4:30 p.m., a staff member, she is not sure who, ran over to Poppy's Playhouse, etc., where she, Gray, was and said they had an emergency. She ran over, started chest compressions, and started the AED machine. She then had someone call 911, but she wasn't sure who called. Hedrick was already gone from the facility by this time. She is not sure what time Hedrick left the facility. She does not know what time the children went down for a nap and is not sure if anyone checked on child A. One of her staff, Caitlin Todd or Reagan Duncan, told her that parent A told them to never wake up child A from a nap because child A gets cranky. So they're alleging the reason why nobody checked on him was because Conrad's mother, Tara Williams, told them not to. Victim blaming seems appropriate, right? Anyway, someone else told her that child A had diarrhea that morning, twice within 5 minutes of each other. Child A also laid his head down at lunch, but that was not like him. She does not know if anyone called child A's parents to discuss those observations about child A. The facility's practice is for staff to cuddle children who are having a hard time falling asleep, but she does not know if staff put their legs over children regularly. And then this part down here, on May 19, 2025, Compliance Inspector Jessica Graham observed a video interview of group home provider Tiffany Hedrick conducted on May 16th by law enforcement. C.I. Graham observed Hedrick discussing the following. Hedrick reenacted the incident with child A. Child A was being difficult at nap time by crying and whining. Hedrick first laid child A on his back and tucked the sides of his personal blanket under his body, trapping his arms, but child A kept moving, so Hedrick turned child A over onto his stomach. Hedrick again tucked the blanket under child A's body, trapping his arms under the blanket. Hedrick covered child A's body as well as over half of his face with an 18.2-pound weighted blanket. The blanket did not belong to child A, but instead was a blanket that belonged to the facility. Hedrick secluded child A to the hallway and held child A down by placing her leg over child A's legs. The hallway had been child A's typical napping spot for the past month. Hedrick never checked on child A after she thought child A fell asleep, and Hedrick left for the day around 2 p.m. I'll move out of the way so you can see the full page. Here's the next one. The next one. And this is the last page. I want to know why this Tiffany Hedrick woman hasn't been criminally charged yet. And Spring Gray, for that matter.